So what's going on with the price of Pepe? Are we finally clear to retest our July levels, which of course we haven't seen for almost a month? We're going to discuss that, but welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Pepe community. Appreciate, for everyone sticking around from day one, to be honest. You guys are amazing. And, the Pepe community has a special place in my heart because you guys are always showing so much love on these updates. But let's take a look at what's really happening. We're going to come back to this. If you're looking across the board, obviously a lot of green across the market. Pepe up about 8.2% right now, with the price making its way back above the 1200 zone, exactly right now at 1215. And pretty much across the board right now up about like 7%. But in Ethereum compared, we're actually kind of break even, because ETH actually is pumping like crazy right now. And with ETH going with the way it is, I think ETH meme coins are going to actually have a positive impact. And I personally also think, not financial advice, I personally think that we're going to see a lot of ETH based, whether it's like DeFi platforms or even coins specifically that are based off of Ethereum, layer ones. Layer twos. I think that could really, pick up traction in the next, next few moments to come. Because the reason why I say that, Ethereum is pumping, it's retesting some of the levels we haven't seen since 2022. So of course that kind of speaks a lot of volume, and I think Pepe will take advantage of that as well. But valuation sitting at 5.1 billion, 24-hour trading volume making its way back above a billion, to be exact, $1.4 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, holder count 475,844 holders, obviously increasing day in, day out. But looking at the broader meme coin market, that's what I want you guys to focus on. So if you want to put this into perspective, in just the last, I would say, 48 hours, we actually have seen about $8 billion actually being added to the meme coin market valuation. Currently sitting at 81.8 billion, up 7.5% over the last 24 hours right now. And you can pretty much see across the board, we are seeing a lot of positive momentum coming into the meme coins right now. I don't know where the chart went. Let me just bring that up. Actually, let's give it a refresh. Oh, there we are. So it's back for us. So you can see this for yourself. Pretty much everything seems to be up right now. Look at the last 24 hours. Double-digit gainers for a lot of coins. Fartcoin up 30% right now. That's insane, making its way back above the billion valuation. Speaking about the billion valuation, you actually have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 meme coins that are above a billion valuation, which again is really, really impressive. If you are a crypto OG, I'm sure you can really understand how big of a deal this really is, of course. But Pepe is still claiming itself at that top 3 spot, which again is amazing to see. But yeah, let's take a look at the price. Dominance plummeting right now, literally plummeting right now, crashing towards the downside. Amazing to see, of course. We're retesting some of the levels we haven't seen since the beginning of the year, exactly what we have projected on the channel before. BTC has been pushing towards the upside. So, Bitcoin's not actually seeing weakness right now, which is a very, very bullish for altcoins and meme coins, meaning, money is actually flowing back from Bitcoin into the alts and memes. And, we can really see that across the board right now. But, if you're looking at the price of Pepe right now, we are pretty much almost claiming back to where we were just a few days ago at 1254 zone. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, that's only a move of about 3% from where we currently are. And with the way the dominance is going down right now, I am projecting, honestly, the 1351 resistance to be retested in the very next few hours, to be honest. That's a 7% move towards the upside. Let's say dominance drops below where we are and potentially retest the likes of 58.59%. That can really become a reality. Maybe we can even push up to the 1458. That would be quite something, because that means almost a percent, pullback for the dominance from where we are right now. And that itself would be a 21% move for Pepe from where we currently are. But so far, so good. Very, very impressive way it has been consolidating. I've told you guys this before. Take a look at the way Pepe has consolidated pretty much since April of this year. Nice sideways consolidation. And that's what you want to see happening, rather than, of course, revisiting where we were just back in April. That's something a lot of people will overlook. The fact that even though we are coming out of major volatility over the course of the last few months, you still saw Pepe, accumulating above these key levels. And that itself is something I don't want you guys to ignore. So right now, like I said, this is a very important range to be keeping an eye out on, around the 1223. And I can even argue that, where we currently are is a major resistance, but the next target is around the 1468. And after that, I think we start pushing up to where the excitement really lies. And as you guys know, look how fast the market moved in the previous cycle in November. From November, we actually saw a pump of about 260% in just a matter of weeks. And I think we will see something similar in terms of momentum happen again once you do see, something similar happening with the dominance. Our dominance is still quite high right now. We're still very, very, high compared to where we were just back in November. Let's kind of go back in November right now for you guys. You can see what happened in November. We were sitting at about 61.6%, but look at the way the dominance fell down. Sharp drop from 61.5% all the way down to 54.64%. This is where, memes and alts had a great time. If you're looking at it, that's where a lot of the yearly highs are. So, again, keep a very close eye on some of these key factors that I'm indicating, and I'll obviously keep you guys covered on these Pepe updates. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.